Let's just see if everything's all right. Everything seems okay. Just waiting for the stream to catch up. There we go. I think. Yep. Okay. Today will be a bit different from what I usually do. Instead of sticking with a certain lineup, I'll be playing a whole bunch of different ones. That is because of a video project of mine. Although I say a whole bunch of different ones, there's not that many I still have to do. Yeah, currently I'm going to do at least one match in the Fletcher. I want to do some British 4-3 as well. Some Russian Coastal. It's going to be a bunch of everything, basically. A bit of everything, as the title implies. And we'll just start off with the Fletcher. Yeah. Do I have any camos for the Fletcher? I do. Is it anything special though? Not really. I'll just go with this then. I'm probably going to be very rusty though, because I haven't really played much the last 2 days. And especially when it comes to stuff like destroyers. They're... I don't think they'd even fit on a Fletcher, to be honest. Ew, not the best map to start off with. Kvarken. And then encounter version as well. Actually, encounter might be good. We just don't have many spawns, do we? That's looking good. Now, luckily for my little video project, I don't need to do anything specific during a battle. Well, kind of an up tier, not full yet. But I do need to actually get into battle. Oop. It seems I have been joined again. That's gonna be the AI Hyper, I hope. It is not. Ah. So it is a full up tier. Well. Then my torpedoes like, okay. Let's just hope we can get behind the island cover before I get shot. The Fletcher is a pretty decent destroyer, but it's not tanky in any kind. In any way. I need to make sure I didn't put my... Actually, can you even hear the game? Let me... You can't. Okay, that's a problem. Let me quickly change that. I love it when my stuff just suddenly decides to change inputs. There we go. Now I should be able to actually hear the game. isn't one of my streams if something doesn't go wrong somewhere. That's the French heavy cruiser. But we want to get a bit closer before we start engaging anything. Being followed in by a Frank Knox is actually pretty good. That would be neat for the video. I don't think I've ever really described the video to most people, but it's what I'm basically making. It's for a video contest in War Thunder Live. It's somewhat of a naval montage of sorts, montage/trailer, and it has a lot. I mean, a lot of very short, like 1-2 second clips, or even less, like half a second clips. So Fletcher being followed by a Frank Knox will be very nice for that. Don't really like what those shells were doing. Because for as far as I know, we shouldn't be spotted over here.
Light cruiser, ahead, 12,000 meters.
Let's worry about the light cruiser later.
Target identified.
Still kind of out of my comfortable engagement range. Let's just keep on trucking.
Heavy cruiser, left, 10,000 meters. Target identified.
There's a heavy cruiser.
Contact there. 240, 9,000 meters. Target identified. Patrol vessel. Contact there. 260, 10,000 meters. Target identified.
I don't remember what my effective range of these guns is.
260.
I mean, I could shoot them at this range, but it's rather my effective range with these guns rather than the actual range of the guns.
Left standard rudder.
Because I am not good with 5-inch 38s. Oh. Okay, that did very little damage. I'm not quite sure what's shooting me. That's kind of a bigger problem. Seems like an American destroyer, like on the back there somewhere, but I can't look onto the source of those tracers. Doesn't seem like it's the Eugen shooting me.
Identified. Patrol vessel. Contact bearing. 240. 10,000 meters. We are hit.
You don't often see a team just pushing up through there like that.
Attacking A point.
Quite an interesting sight. Okay, that is definitely within combat range. So let's head out. Sunk Knox repairing very soon. Whatever it is.
Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
And there's Sumner.
220. 9,000 meters.
Okay, that's a bit scary, let's call it out.
Left standard rudder.
Hello there, Black Tank.
Rudder. Aye, aye. standard rudder. Right standard rudder.
Let's go and pelt this Leipzig. And get pelted in return, I fear. It missed its opening salvo. We are missing our follow-up salvos, but well.
Left. 6,000 meters. Left hard rudder. Left hard rudder. Aye aye. Holding
Okay, that's dodging that salvo.
enemy is floundering. We are hit.
That is a bit scarier though. Moffat opened up on us. Leipzig down, nice. Let's call that out. Stop the flooding. That's severe. Okay, there goes the Moffat. Lovely. Let's turn into those shells. Excellent.
Turn to emergency repairs.
And only minor damage from that engagement.
Target identified. Light cruiser. Contact Barrett. 240. 10,000 meters.
Yeah, let's see. You're not this being shot.
Destroyer. Left. 12,000 meters. Target identified. Destroyer.
I think I'll go over here.
220. 12,000 meters. Right. Standard rudder. Right standard.
Bit annoyed that my engine's out. Well, damaged. Because it does actually impact my maximum speed. What is it actually? 65 and I'm doing 62. Well, let's shoot at the French heavy cruiser as well. Actually, is it that heavy cruiser anymore? I better recognize what it was. It doesn't look like a Colbert to me.
Enemy infected.
It wasn't. It was a Jeanne d'Arc.
Left. 8,000
Oof.
meters. Collision alert. Left standard rudder. Left standard rudder. Aye aye. Alert. Obstacle ahead.
Let's avoid the fishing boat, I guess.
Destroyer. Ahead.
Look at our little battle line of a Fletcher and a Frank Knox. Oh boy, we're about to run into a Blagorodny. Well, some Spokojny variant. Luckily, it has high velocity guns, I have low velocity guns, so I can arc over the island. It can't, I think.
Ship fire.
Yeah, and he's already not having a good day. Little engagement.
Aye aye. Destroyer. Ahead. 5,000 meters. Heading. Aye aye.
And it should be a sunk, whatever that Russian destroyer is.
On target. Target.
Nope, he is firing back. So
identified.
let's keep shooting until it's sunk.
Right.
Okay, there goes my steering gear.
Standard rudder. Aye aye. Left standard rudder. Left standard rudder. Aye aye.
There's a gearing type over here as well.
the target.
You want to be... it's a Frank Knox.
Destroyer.
Right there.
Destroy the target.
With a bit of luck, he'll just sail past us, allowing us to go into their convoy absolutely unchallenged. I say that. Yak 7? Really? Oh well. Don't really see the point in bringing a Yak 7 at this battle rating. Does it even carry bombs? And there he goes. Magical world of VT.
Thank you.
Collision alert!
Oh, I don't have an air search radar on my Fletcher. Okay.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Aha. The gearing has noticed us. Let's turn around.
Somebody attack him.
Bridge eating most of my shots, sadly. There are two of us, so we should be able to do this without getting sunk. And he's already going down. Another aircraft. Ankle on 11. On my way. That's a big boy. There he goes. What bomb was that though?
Steady as she goes. Holding course. Aye, aye.
I assume that was the bomb splashing somewhere.
That's standard rudder. Heavy cruiser.
And we're clear
8,000 meters.
for now.
Left standard rudder. Aye, aye.
And our prize is in sight. We have 9 minutes. It's more than enough time for torpedoes to hit any target. We only have a 5.5 kilometer range though. Yeah, should be clear.
Naval vessel. Ahead. 5,000 meters. Target identified.
That is indeed a naval vessel. So I do have 1 meter depth, I do. So we launch
Standard rudder.
2 cargo ships, launch 2 a cruiser.
Repair parts to fuel and pump out water. Torpedo away. Light cruiser.
We'll launch another 2 the Hipper.
Identified. Heavy cruiser. 4,000 meters.
Is that within range? It is. So we'll launch another 1 at that.
Torpedo away. Torpedo away.
Because it's bow onto us, there's no real point in launching 2.
Cruiser.
We'll launch another 1 at that guy.
5,000 meters.
Ah, okay, the cruiser is starting to catch on to us. That's still within range, so let's launch a torpedo at that guy. Aircraft coming in as well. Launch a torpedo at that guy. And that's out of torpedoes. Our mission is already successful. And there goes another aircraft. And Fletcher, enemy. You can actually detonate Fletchers if you shoot through the rear magazine. Let's try just that. And if not, the engines will do the job just as well. Come on. And I'm still afloat. There we go. Now I'm no longer afloat. matter what, my torpedoes are already on the way. So even if I got sunk, mission accomplished. And I think there's more than enough time in the match for my torpedoes to reach target as well. Yeah, there you go. I actually want to calculate how long it takes. Let's see. So how fast are these torpedoes? 83? 83. It's 23 meters a second. So if we do 5,500, which is maximum range, divided by 23 is 240 seconds, which is 4 minutes at most. There were 9 minutes, I think, when we started launching. So if my torpedoes will hit, they have more than enough time to hit. In the meantime, let's see what we can do with 3 Tiny Tims. I didn't actually manage to attack these ones, at least I didn't, he might have. Because the first torpedo on my first target, I did launch 2 torpedoes at it. Okay, there's a hit on Huygen. Most of my torpedoes might have missed the mark. There goes an impact on an Emden on the rear. There's a broadside destroyer there that might be able to sink. It is rather disappointing though when it comes to torpedo performance. There goes a hit on the one in the back. But all of my torpedoes should have hit their target. Because that's the furthest away target I launched at. And also the last one, I think. Very disappointing results. There goes another B-25. American plane. Yeah, getting American destroyers right underneath their air spawn is a bit, I don't know, weird. But he goes down. Let's go for the Emden. I think I hit his... it doesn't matter. So what I like doing with Tiny Tims, if I don't get hit by the anti-aircraft guns, is just dive bomb with them. Like so. So I'm going down almost vertically, and just 1 and 2. I will hit the hit with the third. And there we go. And off goes my wing. I remember Tiny Tims launching a bit differently than that, but oh well. I must be remembering wrong. It's that I just haven't played the Tiny Tims in ages. Getting no torpedo hits is a bit... no torpedo kills is a bit disappointing though. I think most of the hostiles were cleared out as well. What is that? There it is.
10,000 meters.
I don't want secondary gun control. These shells have quite some travel time to them. Yeah, I'm overshooting them like crazy. Oh, I am hitting them. And there we go. Oh, that's a T-22 that's sunk by torpedo. I thought it was our... but he's sinking now due to crew loss.
Near miss. Left standard rudder. Left standard rudder, aye aye. Near miss. Enemy hit.
This is not bad. There goes a bugger. Torpedoed?
Enemy vessel sunk.
And there goes Yamden down by my torpedo, and we win.
Great job, men. Yes, mate.
A fantastic first match. But what to do next? Well, I know what to do next. First we rename that replay so I know what it is. So Thatcher... Yes, score, because I did have 2, and then... Yeah, Tiny Tim can do as well. Tim... I don't care if it's spelled incorrectly. But as you can see, I've been using quite a few replays already. That little X denoting that I've already used it for the video I'm doing. So yeah. I've been busy the past week. I think next up we'll continue our destroyer streak with 4-3 Britain. The one problem with the British destroyers is big ol' ammo racks, all well above the waterline. Actually, Kelvin's is a bit better, but that's not going to be fun. Would I use the Presenten? I could. I kind of want to use Abdil if I'm going to use either. Anyways, into the queue we go. And immediately into a match. Golden Bay is an interesting one for me to use Abdil on, or however you pronounce it. Should have... Oops, I'll do that later. But yeah, the spawns are actually not that far apart for cruisers and destroyers. So Abdil is a pretty good choice for this map, I think.
Action stations, man your posts. Engines at flank speed.
And perfect, we got a British destroyer and an Abdil in the same shop.
Collision alert.
I was about to think, this is realistic, right? Because this thing is turning sharply. There's a lot of list.
Target identified. Destroy.
Okay, we got an up tier again. Not full, but a Moffat up tier is an up tier I'd rather not have in this thing. I forgot that this thing is so quick.
Hard of halt.
These 4-inch guns might just be packing enough punch for the enemy Moffats. I've lost one in smoke. Enemy have high tier coastals in the coastal area as well. problematic for us.
The enemy is winning.
And there goes my engine. Ah, that explains it. There really isn't good penetration in the sub. Okay, that muff is at least going down really well. I am going down too. Can I take that? I think I've taken that one down as well. That should be 2 sinking US 8 gun destroyers. Let's take Calvin. And I'd rather have the other spawn really, but it will. Let's put on this subshell. Also just not great. Yeesh.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Yeah, just keep shooting this Moskva. I think it's an AI Moskva there. It is. Let's shoot for these Moffats again. Okay, apparently there's an enemy aircraft up. Just not doing the most. Okay, that was a good hit. Still, it seems to...
Repair party, begin damage control. Target identified.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting full pans. Okay, let's destroy one of the Darings. Don't remember going to full reverse, but okay. Okay, the guy's already gone down.
The enemy will win.
Reading to get into the coastal area on the cargo ships, but I don't think that's going to happen. Although, there is a cowl in there already. So with a bit of luck he'll get on the capture points at a reasonable rate. Okay, that is a fault. That is a fault.
Attack the enemy.
can detonate the Phelps as well, just like the Moffats. But if they shoot first, it is an American destroyer still. And it seems I've shot through the ready rack as well. Oh boy. I can stop the repairs, although I think my bridge is still out, isn't it? Nope. Hopefully this fire will get out, and then I need to do my flooding. Come on, just one shell will get into the magazine. Or I can lose my entire front again.
Attack the enemy!
I'm permanently flooded in the front as well, that's good. Let's just go for his engine at this rate.
Pressure on the enemy. We're winning.
Stop the flooding control because I'm no longer critically flooding. Well, not critically flooding in a way I can help it. And I'm going down. But that Phelps is going with me. For a few shots at that SKR just in the end. No clue if it did anything. Okay, they're decapturing. I forgot which one of these was better again. Let's just go Kelp, it's a bit faster.
All hands, abandon ship.
And there we go.
Action station. Enemy spotted. Helm, hard aport.
Attack the enemy!
Helm, midship.
Yep. Always fun to see premium ships one death quit. Let's just get a range. Magazine is roughly 2 dots. Again, I don't think these 4-inch guns will actually pen to the magazine, but might as well aim for it. Further back. I think I should just be going for the engines. Guns don't quite have the punch needed. Actually, their fuse as well. I really need to look at these sap shells again. What's up with them? Because it genuinely seems to not be panning this Moffat. At least not where it counts. That's a good. That's clear as well. I didn't see any real vulnerable magazines. So just for the engines and we get ammo wrecked. I think that's me out of the game. Let's see what we can get for random bombers, good fighters. Worse, let's see. Yep, saw that message there late, but I'm up to stuff, that's for sure. 500 pounders. Gonna be playing a whole bunch of different lineups today, in the hopes to get some replays for the video I'm working on. a video that has to be out next week, because the deadline is next weekend for that competition. Phoenix just going in with Firefly, the enemy AA is distracted. It should be gorgeous. No dice. Let's put it on continuous drop, and we're gonna carpet bomb this area. There we go.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
It's not gonna hit this first guy, but might hit the guy in the back.
We no longer have the advantage.
Yeah, also shrapnel, but nothing major.
This time,
Oh well.
the enemy is proven stronger. Withdraw.
Still good replay potential though. Said it was. A deal. Oop, let's go because it was a decent opening spawn. Then I spawned Calvin. And then Calp. I think. Yes, it was Calp. Alrighty, on to the next lineup I want to get some footage of, and that is the Russian looter stuff. Especially this thing. What are these two again? These are big old sub-chasers, aren't they? Especially this one. Yeah, I want to get some gameplay in this. But first and foremost, let's invite Phoenix. There we go. After this, I need to think of what I still need. Might do some French stuff. Okay, there we go. Because, yeah, for this video project, I want like a whole bunch of replays of different nations and different vehicles. Already is kind of coastal heavy, but that's just because there's so many unique vehicles in coastal compared to blue water. Where will I get the best footage? I kind of like going to A, but this thing isn't that fast, is it? Actually not that slow. Okay, let's just go to A. This is kind of the big problem though with the smaller coastals, is the massive just splash when you're moving along. Which is really annoying if you want to just have a good shot of them. It's also only a thing for your own vehicle, not for teammates. So yeah. We're in luck with call motion, so I might actually be able to use these guns. Are you shallow enough to go here, Phoenix? Well, there's you. Those services will be... Yeah, but that's a big old boost in speed, that's for sure. Although it is coming from the rear of my ship, I think. Because I attached to him. We're slowing down, and now we're speeding up again. Yeah, the turret is coming from the rear of my ship, I think. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Yep. Let's disable that, because otherwise I'm just going to be pulled sideways. Switch lead. And the rock. There we go. Those are some good hits. And that was artillery. That almost thanked me. It might actually be a nice shot. We can get blue splashes in. could be worse. Reload the coastal match.
Enemy forces have captured that zone. Allied forces have captured the zone.
Should we keep on going? This thing is a lot faster than I thought it would be. For a river barge. And we attach the turret again. And we'll get moving. Hopefully. I had turrets come from the center of the ship, did I? Alrighty. It's fine for me. Kinda should be adding for B if we want to win the match, but I don't really care about winning the match. So it's fine. Forward as we go. And I think he's beached.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Nope. I get this slight feeling I'll have to turn around to help him out. Well, he seems unstuck now. Yeah, but this map is really annoying to use if you don't really know the depth of your own boat. Because these shallows are really shallow. Plenty of the bigger coastals will get stuck on them.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Now that I think of it, it is kind of a naval-only thing where you can actually physically restrict routes just because of the depth of the water. Because yeah, most big coastals usually can't even pass through here. So if you take this spawn, only the small and fast ones can go here, and the big ones would have to go there. Never really thought too much about that. You don't really see it on any other maps, so these really, really shallow shallows, other than on this one. I am 100% overextending myself, especially when I'm only on 27% crew. But oh well. Okay, Phoenix at least upgraded. But it doesn't mean that the guy might spawn here again. Actually, although only 3 spawns out, I assume it's all 3 coastals. Unstabilized guns don't really work too well. Although I am making quite quick maneuvers. Come on. I just switched to the machine gun myself, but that's quite fun, is it?
Victory is close.
That is also an AI PT-6. And that was a rock. That ate both my shells. It's going to be too short. Or how these waves are practically dead flat and still I'm having difficulty getting my guns on targets. Let's just finish him off at 50. And I think that is going to be game over. That was definitely a good little match for that boat. And another replay to save. What was the name of this boat again? PR 1124. There we go. Okay, what next? The problem, there's a few boats I want to get, but I don't own. Like, I'd love to have 1331 and like the Köln or the Lübeck. But I don't own those, so I can't use them either. I think I had a Cyclone replay from somebody else. Need to check again. What now? France, probably. I still need a few French things, really. Although I've used the Guettrouin. I've used Triomphant. I've written down somewhere what I need. Just give me a moment. I'll look in my checklist. Yeah, no, that's kind of it. Ah, that's right. Tashkent. It's a Russian 47. I actually don't do Tashkent. Tashkent is kind of boring. It's also actually basically an Italian destroyer, but it will. I think I want to do the 4-3s with Bishop Prachny. Is it the only destroyer that with like that dual turret? Attack 3? Seems like it, so yeah, 4-3 Russia. I think there we go. Oh boy, I'm definitely going to remove those mines. That's some customization, that's modification. So yeah, Russian 4-3. I see that SU-8 in there, Phoenix. Oh, thank you. Do everything equipped, okay. And now we're ready to go. After this one, After this one, we're going to do something dirty and we're going to be playing Atlanta. It's either that or Dido. Dido is a ship you don't see as much of in Atlanta. I kind of already have quite a few American ships in my video, but I don't have any British light cruisers. I'll probably actually, yeah, you know what? We'll do discount Atlanta. We'll do Dido after this match. But first, Bessie Prachny, or whatever. With blood, sweat, and tears. No, the Japanese tech tree isn't as bad as it used to be. It's different. You want to stay at range. You don't ever really want to get closer than 7 kilometers with Japanese destroyers. Then their light cruisers are similar because that's just what their light cruisers are, just designed as destroyer leaders. They're just bigger destroyers. But yeah, at least you have SAP, and it's pretty decent SAP. So they can work. They don't do well in uptiers though. Agano is just painful. It's my favorite ship, but it's just not fun. And then you get to 5-7, and from 5-7 onwards, Japan is fine. Fragile, but fine. You just have to aim very differently as well. With the Japanese destroyers with HE only, you have to aim for bridges and turrets and like torpedoes rather than the actual hull. Because on most destroyers, most American destroyers, you won't do anything. You can do a surprising amount of damage though to the internals of destroyers with Japanese HE. Their 5-inch guns. At least in the lower tiers. Like from 4-3 onwards, yeah, you're aiming for bridges, aiming for superstructure turrets, torpedoes, and hoping they blow up. And of course torpedoing. It is rough having HE only. The other thing that I have difficulty with, of course, is that I've spaded Japan literally years ago, so I don't really know what it's like to grind through those ships anymore. I vaguely do because a while ago, I think a month or 2 or 3, I was camo grinding, like unlocking all the camos on all my Japanese ships. I haven't done all of them yet, but I went through all of those destroyers again. And yeah, it is pretty rough. Golden Bacon. Okay. Okay, that is actually a significant difference in HE filler between HE and HEVT. Why is it just normal HE? I'd rather have TF. And off we go. I9 reflectors 4-7, that's 4-3. Ashara's on our team, that's a good sign. Well, rather than them being on the enemy team, at least. For those that do not know, Ashara is a tournament player for Naval, and a damn scary one at that. As a player as that is. That is also Vega. Immediately lost one of my turrets. Lovely. With a bit of better dispersion, there might have actually been an ammo rack. With a bit too high, actually. Already down to 32% crew. Okay.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I did not think that this destroyer was this fragile. I am not going to repair the engines because it's going to be futile. Because the second I repair them, somebody's going to slam into them and immediately sink me. Enemy has a cyclone up. That's good. Did the Shard lose? Yeah, they lost their.
Цель уничтожена.
They lost their coastal.
Берег 340. Дистанция 6000.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
We're behind. That might be good. I'm aiming for this magazine I'm seeing just below turret number 3. But I think that guy might actually just get sunk by engine damage. Or crew damage. Yeah, that's destroyer. Let's look for the player ones. There we go.
Боевая тревога. Эсминец. Цель. Эсминец.
Cyclone is going to be annoying to deal with, I think. Those are all targets. In the hope that they'll shoot at that cyclone a bit of a missile inside. That's AI. That isn't AI. What was that? Is it Vega again? Oh, she was intending to shoot at the beginning of the match.
Угроза столкновения.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
There goes a ready rack.
The enemy is winning.
Just has to land a few more shells in the rear of it. And it's an SKR shooting me. That takes priority. Actually, not shooting me, it's shooting a Shara.
Destroy enemy drone.
SKRs always take priority over whatever else you're shooting. Because they know what they did. There we go. Oop. That's a cargo ship. And that's a plane.
Эсминец.
Дистанция 3000.
Of course, Vega is a bit pissed off at me because I shot him earlier. Dispersion not working with me. Come on. 2% means it's gonna go down. Let's just finish it off. Just in case, or miss entirely.
Эсминец.
It seems he switched targets, it's no longer my problem.
Дистанция 4000. Руль вправо. Дистанция 3000.
Let's put gunners on all targets again.
Трёмной группе с применением.
There we go. Our little problem.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack. The Allied forces have captured a zone.
Сторожевой корабль.
That was the kind of Thatcher that sunk our Vega. I think. Yeah, this guy. Sunk the... Yeah, sunk the Vega I shot. Okay, where is that guy?
Attack the enemy.
There. Ooh, inside.
Катя!
Yeah, smoke doesn't really work quite like that. Although, might be getting away with it, as the rear guns might... there we go.
Право на борт.
Actually, I do still have torpedoes equipped. And since I'm this close, let's just ripple them all off. I've noticed the other day that when I was launching torpedoes, some of them seem to be veering off course. That's because they switch between torpedo launches for whatever reason every time you launch a torpedo.
Право руля.
That's a brave MZ1 spawn, I'm not gonna lie. Well, there goes a whole bunch of torpedoes.
We have most of the zones.
Still not really wanting to repair my engines, although... Why not?
Destroy
This route, I think... I've had my use out of this vessel.
Цель эсминец.
Oh boy, oh boy. That needs to get sunk immediately. Me and my buddies the other day had some really good fun on that thing. It is a monster. Kind of a shame it was only a battle pass vehicle, because it's a really fun boat, that PR-183 of the Grad launch from the back.
Цель. Катя!
Okay, and my engine's back in action. Let's move on to 3. Oh, that's an AI, isn't it? Okay. Make sure there's no aircraft up. There we go.
Лево на борт. Цель. Сторожевой корабль.
Ah, it's a Dealey again. I really need to work on my coastals more. Get them all finished.
Право руля.
Because I do like frigates. I like playing frigates a lot. They're so darn expensive. They look so cool. Look at it. Blasting away.
Опасно малая глубина прямо по курсу.
Very well. We should be able to get into the sea cap uncontested. Let's just do some more repairs.
Аварийной и трюмной группам приступить к борьбе за живучесть.
Let's repair like one AA gun on the side there.
Destroy the target.
Yeah, never mind.
Опасно малая
Yep.
глубина прямо по курсу.
Aircraft.
Прямо руль.
Radar though, that concerns me. As an aircraft spotted means load the VT. And there's our problem. These are not anti-air turrets, so it travels very slowly. There we go. Kind of busted how you can, you know, stay locked onto an aircraft when it's behind these, you know, an obstacle. But it worked in my favor, so I'm not gonna complain.
Стоп, машины.
Oh. Oh,
Destroy the target.
that's not good. I think this thing can call an artillery counted. Yes, let's load DHE. Yeah, there's the artillery. You would have guessed.
Another zone captured.
And then not enough crew to survive it. Oh, come on, just stay out of the danger zone. And immediately stopped.
Бой боевой тревоги.
Yeah, there we go.
Технические средства в исходное положение.
Alrighty, that is Azurachni. And on next was Dido. Yeah, that'll be a fun one. I think Dido and Hawkins are both ships I kind of want to get replays of. So yeah. I'll just wait for my squad mate to get ready. Oh, of course you can join. Hold on. Invite the squad. And that's actually the other thing. We will stay at 5-3 the next match because I do need a replay of the Bravi. Because how can I make a video about like a little compilation about naval stuff and not have a Bravi firing its missile? Bravi is a weird boat. A weird ship. At the same time, I don't like Bravi because 5-3 of only 2 guns is ooh. But those anti-air missiles are good fun. And you can use them in an anti-surface role in a limited capacity, but there is nothing more fun in naval than slapping a propeller-driven aircraft out of the sky with a telephone pole. There just isn't. Although, when it comes to anti-air missiles, I still prefer the SATA. Because so there's 3 boats, 3 ships in naval that currently have anti-air missiles. Bravi, the Russian destroyer, SATA, the top-tier Italian coastal, and Douglas of 4.0 American coastal premium. Bravi and Douglas have smoke trails on their missiles. SATA doesn't. So unless you know there's a SATA alive somewhere and you spawn a plane, you will never see the missile coming. And that's the reason why it's my favorite anti-air platform. Because you'll just see something, I don't know, like a Heinkel 111 or a Ju-88 flying level, so just flying along, minding its own business, and all of a sudden a missile to the face. Yes, the SATA, the Italian top-tier coastal is the SATA. I think I genuinely only, well, I collect ships, I do grind at all my tech trees, but I really wanted to grind the Italian coastals for SATA, and it was well worth it. Oh, so yeah, as I said, I'm playing all of these lineups to make a video, right? And I already know what I'm going to use for the Besuprachny clip, and that's just slapping that P-47 out of the air like 200 meters away. So that's... I need to mark it down somewhere. But that's actually that replay. Alrighty, Dido. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Major is 4-7. Southampton is 5-7. Pittsburgh is 6-0. So is Norfolk, I think? Pretty sure. That's risky. But again, something like that. Oh yeah, in higher tier blue water matches, you usually don't have too many. I was incredibly tempted to shoot him out of the sky just then, but it's just a 7-7. It doesn't do any damage to me. You know, funny thing, or maybe not so funny thing, a long while ago, I actually met somebody that shot down my scout planes. Because he was annoyed about scout planes capturing points. So I was playing as one of these American cruisers has 4 recon planes, like more than 2. So he shot down my first plane, which is already like okay. He then shot down my second plane and got kicked out of the match for 2 team kills, which is incredibly funny because I then had 2 more scout planes and just captured the point with the scout plane anyways. You need some characters sometimes, and that person was definitely one of those characters. Spee, boy, or Spee. Okay. Oh,
Hold your helm.
oh, that's kind of malicious. I could do the same thing. No. No, well, I am incredibly tempted to J out, but I'm not going to do that. That's just cruel. Where is his plane?
Repair station.
What is the man doing with a Kingfisher? He's gonna flip me, isn't he? Yep. Oh no, he's just back down, realizing his error. That... No, he actually left as well.
Starboard your helm.
Aye, steer starboard.
I'm still being rammed. There... Oh, nope. I was about to slip in front of his bow. But does he realize? He might be now. Yeah, there he goes. He's steering to correct.
Heavy cruiser. Port. Left bow.
Yeah, it's fine. Wasn't the guy in the Fletcher last match? Like, was the last match? I think it was last match. Guy that apologized for kill stealing. Where is this? There's the T-22. Limited in my maneuvering because of this Northampton right behind me. He do indeed be tailgating.
We're winning.
Like, just slow down and turn. And you can turn behind me instead of, you know. Oop. No, I guess not. Just have to keep an eye on this Northampton to see if he's gonna, you know. Is that a Des Moines? Boy, that is a Des Moines.
Attack the enemy!
Battle cruiser. Excuse me?
Target identified.
Okay, there's a 100 ton, so it is a full up tier. Lovely.
Target identified.
I'm a bit of Des Moines, I guess. And there he goes, Northampton. sap. Not enough, I think. Why are there so many destroyers around? It's a 5-3 to 6-3 match. And there are 3 destroyers around, varying between 4.7 and 3.7.
Dangerous shallows ahead.
I really don't want to mess with that Von der Tan.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Kiro. Oh, Maxim Gorky, but good of class.
1,000 meters.
That I do want to mess with. Agano. Close, very close. Uh oh. Bit of very, very close. And I think what we'll do is we'll activate the machine gun. And kill him. There we go. I think also losing my bridge. But it's a British cruiser, I'm used to losing my bridge. And we activate the machine gun again. Not quite the same kind of machine gun as the Atlanta is though. Ouch. I'll not look at what else is shooting me, and just... Okay, I might have to look. Oh, it is the Des Moines. It is burned up. I genuinely don't think I can pan to his magazine, can I?
Attention to the designated
Yeah, no.
zone.
I can't pan that thing's melting. Upper holidays then? Should have gone for torpedoes, yeah. But, yeah. Just being a full up there is going to be very rough.
All hands, abandon ship.
Didn't have any high pan guns in my lineup either.
L, catapult. L, midships.
And now we'll just fail into combat again.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Yeah, like, do we really have any contention to Des Moines? Like, we don't have any 6.3s, and they have a Von der Tan Des Moines. That's rough.
Enemy spotted.
Like, genuinely, the only things that can like kill or detonate the Des Moines would be the Norfolk, Northampton, and the Pittsburgh. I think. I mean, Bravi might have enough pen, but I don't think most of our other teams can actually deal with Des Moines. Especially if he's just left to his own devices.
200 meters.
We need to shoot the rear of Des Moines, behind the rear turret. There's a crew compartment there that's hiding. Nagano being brave. A bit too brave for his own good. Well, there goes long lances though, so that might be dangerous. And I missed. Yes. You can hold on, if you go here. Ranging shot. And if you do turret ranging shot, if you hold down that button, it'll just... Hold on, I'll show you. Because I'm not really in the midst of combat. So if I hold down the ranging shot button, it'll fire all guns in sequence. And of course, if you do turret ranging shot, it'll fire each turret at a time. Whereas if you have multiple guns per turret, obviously it'll fire each gun individually. It is a button that you want to have bound for like really high rate of fire light cruisers, like the American light cruisers. Because then you can have an unending stream of shells. It's also really good on stuff like Akazuki. The American 8-inch destroyers are one of the 8 guns. Not the 8-inch destroyers, the 8-gun destroyers. Like the Porter, the Moffat, the Thomers. So what you do is you just... because it can be a bit weird, the ranging shot button, because it'll also fire turrets that aren't aligned. So like, let's say like my rear turret would be still rotating, it would still fire that one. So what you can do is you just fire the ranging shot. And I then let go. And now I'll just hold down my normal firing button. And I'll just fire the guns as soon as they're reloaded. Without having to hold down the ranging shot button. I don't like that the Von der Tann is in front of me. Because I most certainly do not have enough pen to do anything to it. Let's see Nagano again for a second. This is a weird match in terms of like ships on each team. And I'm willing to bet the only reason we're winning is because a lot of their ships went around here instead of into the cap. Although you do actually still have a decent amount of people alive or afloat. Like, let's see. This is the ranging shot, and you can see it'll fire the guns that aren't aligned. Whereas if I do normal firing, it'll only fire them when they're aligned. Of course, timing-wise, they just were aligned as it cost to fire. Yeah. Kirov. Really the most well-armored cruisers. And my shots are even panning him. What's the fuse delay on these things? Is that short, I think?
Destroy the target.
Like, that's Agano being over there instead of like in the cap here. Well, what are you doing? What's the purpose of your little excursion there, Agano? Well, it's flanking, that's really the purpose, but it's an Agano. And I'm about to unleash my broadside on it when he comes around that corner. Can I even shoot over it? I can, only just. Agano's already not doing too well.
Take him down.
Yeah, you really don't want to do flanking maneuvers like that. in really fragile ships.
Engine. Flank speed.
Yeah, that was a victory somehow, even though we didn't have any kind of... Where's the Wondertam? What happened to it? Did I miss it sinking or something? I did. By a Norfolk of all things. There is more. Oh well.
Yes, the battle is over. Crew, stand up.
Alrighty. So first and foremost, replace this one. I want to rename to P47 Slap. And this one we'll rename to Dido. And what is that ship called again? Hawkins. There we go. And now we go to Bravi. Is that a default camo for it, or did I unlock one? It did unlock a camo, okay. I do hope we can actually slap an aircraft out of the sky with this thing, though. In the next battle. Bit of a barrel liner, but I don't care. Pretty long. It's hold on, I can't really show you now. But it's two... Can I show the crew? I can, I think. There it is. So you have 2 missiles on the launcher, but you have like 18 spare. And it's almost a minute to reload the launcher. Let's improve it actually. And now we just wait for a match. The fun thing about the Bravi's anti-air missiles, though, is that they have 2 guidance modes, depending on whether or not you have a radar lock. Because if you do have a radar lock, the missiles will actually intercept the target. Like, they'll lead the target. If you don't have a radar lock, they'll just fly straight at it like the other missiles. Like Douglas and Seata. I really do hope I get the chance to show off the anti-air functionality of those missiles. And not get a knife fighting map. Like if we get Golden Bay again, it's not going to be a great time. Question's going to be now is what to play after the Bravi. I think after that I'm not really missing much. I'm missing many vehicle types that I have. Because I still would like high-tier coastal or Germany and Russia, but I don't have those. I really wish we had French coastal to, show. I don't have. I have like, I think 2 clips of French ships, and that's really only because there's only that many French ships that are really visually interesting. Because all the destroyers are, when you see one French destroyer, you've seen most of them. And then you have the light cruisers, which is like 3 of the same. Colbert is kind of visually interesting, I think. Colbert and Emile Bertin. That might be the next one, actually. But which of the 2? Okay, Conquest South Kvarken. Okay, where am I going to go? I am tempted, right, to go here and just watch over the air spawn. But I'm not sure that if I'm parked here, we'll actually be able to intercept the aircraft before they get to our teammates over here. But I think it'll be worth a shot.
По местам стоять. Самый полный. Право руля.
Руль вправо.
And we are going to keep our anti-air radar on, because we want to know the second an aircraft spawns. Yes, I'm just going to go over here.
Цель. Линейный корабль.
Oh boy. 6-3 again. Well, please don't shoot me, Mr. Des Moines. Please don't shoot me. The problem is that this is probably going to be very boring to watch, as I'm going to be waiting for aircraft. And the other annoying bit about a full 6-3 up there is that we won't be seeing that many float planes either. I think. It's Baltimore. There's Pittsburgh. Probably is Pittsburgh. Which doesn't have aircraft, that doesn't have aircraft, Des Moines doesn't have aircraft. North Dakota doesn't have... Is it North Dakota? I think it is. North Dakota doesn't have aircraft. Ypres has aircraft. France is indeed pain. But there are rumors they'll be getting a sub-tree added to them. It is the Belgian, Netherlands and Luxembourg sub-tree, and that could mean that the French Navy tree will get the Dutch cruisers, which would be very neat. I am just praying I can get to these islands, and that island before getting shot. That Des Moines is definitely the scariest out here. What on earth is that? Why is it even... Okay, that's wild. Which can... Oh. Wait, is it... I never manually changed those modes. I'm curious if it actually means I can... Would I need radar lock for that? I think I do. Or otherwise the missile will self-destruct. Line of sight is just... LOS is line of sight. It'll just go straight towards the cursor. Lead is where you'll get a lock on an aircraft and it'll, you know, fly towards where the aircraft will be. I'll just leave it on default.
Стоп машины.
Does it? Oh well, we'll find out whenever somebody spawns an aircraft.
Право на борт.
Руль право на борту. Руль прямо.
Право руля.
Руль право.
Машины назад.
The aircraft spawn should be over here, I think, actually. We do have a nice clear sight line to it. So now we wait. And hope we don't get slapped in the meantime.
Тяжелый крейсер. Беринг 80. Дистанция 9000.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Цель. Легкий крейсер.
Беринг 80. Дистанция 9000.
No real targets for me to like why and engage with these missiles either. When it comes to a destroyer or something like that. And I really didn't want to draw attention because when you see that missile streak over the surface of the water, it draws attention to the Bravia like nothing else.
Тяжелый крейсер. Беринг 80.
I do have a lock.
Дистанция 8000.
Might as well shoot at this AI Omaha. I think it's AI. Yeah. Sailing away at full speed. And keep an eye on our radar screen. The Moine is actually below half, but I'm closing on Phoenix, I think. I'm currently busy.
Тяжелый крейсер. Беринг 40.
Is it shooting at Nord?
9000.
No, it's shooting at the Esker. Something else is shooting Nord.
Руль лево на борту.
Прямо руль.
Руль прямо.
Стоп машины.
This actually tell me how much. 70 mils. Nowhere near enough to get to the magazine.
Цель. Тяжелый
Pulse is
крейсер.
firing HE.
20.
Might mean it's stock, which is not the greatest.
Take him down! The enemy is winning! We must counterattack!
It seems Des Moines and our friendly Atlanta are playing Ring Around the Rosie.
Легкий крейсер. Беринг 40. Дистанция 9000.
Des Moines does have a lot of points. Come on. It does. Because what I've noticed from playing anti-air missile boats is that people tend to not second spawn aircraft. They tend to third spawn aircraft, if anything. And people with a lot of score, of course, have a higher possibility of spawning an aircraft. I think I'll just help out against this Des Moines. Because high pan guns can do some damage.
Есть попадание.
And Des Moines is already going down now, I think. go.
Противник сбавляет ход. Наблюдаю время.
Please.
Тяжелый
Let
крейсер.
it be an air spawn.
Беринг 60. Дистанция 8000.
So we'll wait for it to respawn. I don't think it's going to be an aircraft. Because people tend to not, as I said, second spawn aircraft. We'll wait for the radar. And nothing.
Средний.
Hostile Atlanta. Is it already silenced? No. Where is Atlanta? There. Closing in rapidly.
Somebody attack him.
Well, the other good thing about the Bravi is it has really good torpedoes. Like really fast ones.
Тяжелый крейсер.
So I think
80.
I'm gonna get ready
Дистанция 9000.
to give that Atlanta a warm welcome.
On the enemy. They're winning.
Лево на борт.
Руль лево на борту.
Прямо руль.
Руль прямо. Угроза столкновения.
So we'll just turn this boat around. Always keeping an eye on the radar just in case somebody spawns. Pittsburgh, is it his second death? No. So that Pittsburgh is unlikely to respawn an aircraft. It's not impossible. But I think it was pretty low on the scoreboard. Probably doesn't have enough spawn points for an aircraft.
Лево руля.
Руль лево.
This land is getting really close. And what are my depth settings? 1 meter is fine, 4 meter would have been better. But Atlanta doesn't have any real torpedo defenses.
Стоп. Дистанция
Torpedo angles are pretty bad. I have to show a lot of broadside. Of course, it's a friendly aircraft now. Radar is still clear. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to push around the corner. I'm just going to launch... I have 5. I'm going to launch 2 at this Atlanta, if I can get a lock again, which I'm not. There we go, I think. No, that's not the Atlanta I'm locked onto. Come on. Come on. There he is, there he is, there he is.
Лево на борт.
Launch 2 like that.
Enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
Прямо руль.
Again, they're very fast torpedoes. I'm gonna launch 2 way behind in case he turns. Never mind, he just gets ammo racked by my teammate. And I'll leave 1 spare for self-defense. My torpedoes would have hit though.
есть поражение.
Look at the nice synchronized turning. And we're gonna keep turning because I want to get back behind that island. Because they're already shooting me. Deploy the smoke.
Есть попадание.
If it wants to deploy, there we go. Keep turning, keep turning.
Беринг 60. Дистанция 8000.
Because I knew that the second we were around that island, we were going to be target number 1. Because we are 2 destroyers in a battleship game. Keep turning. Keep turning. And we can start straightening out. No, ideally we need to get to those cliffs, because then his shells will hit the island.
Беринг 60.
Come on.
Дистанция 8000.
I need to turn behind him, so I'll just slow down. That'll also throw off his aim, hopefully. But luckily 5-inch 38s are difficult to aim at range. There you go. It'll be a dash on the radar screen up here. It's pretty hard to miss. There'll also be like a little plane icon up here. So I'm pretty sure there hasn't been any radar contacts yet. There's no 2 deaths
If
on
we
the
don't do
enemy team
something
yet.
fast, the enemy will win.
And again, it's very unlikely people respawn aircraft immediately after the first death. Either because they don't have enough spawn points or just because they don't want to. So we wait.
Прямо руль.
The Moyne is approaching again, which is scary.
Enemy.
Лево на борт.
Aircraft.
Легкий крейсер.
You see a little aircraft mark here?
Стоп. Дистанция.
I don't see any on my radar screen itself, but there is an aircraft up somewhere. I think. Radar is still showing me nothing. Seems it must have been a phantom
Самый
contact.
полный.
That is a second. Okay, we have 2 second deaths. There's more likelihood of aircraft, although they're not very high up in score. You might not have enough spawn points to actually spawn an aircraft.
Угроза столкновения!
I should still have line of sight to their air spawn. Though I might not, so let's move up a bit.
Легкий крейсер. Берег 80. Дистанция 7000.
And we continue waiting for air contacts.
Лево руля.
Taking pot shots at these almost sunk cruisers. Okay, it's a long reload time, probably because the shells were switching. And I couldn't steal it. That is also a second death, but again, not enough points probably to spawn in an aircraft. So we
Стоп
continue waiting.
машины.
Тяжелый крейсер. Берег 20. Дистанция 7000.
Право на борт.
Руль право на борту.
That the Moyne will have to get sunk again.
The enemy.
Руль прямо.
'Cause if that guy gets sunk a second time, there's a very high likelihood he'll get into an aircraft. Again, there's an aircraft marker over there, but I didn't see anything.
Берег 60.
And I might try and go for his ammo, but I don't think I actually do have enough plan for that. Yeah, no, that was a almost picture perfect shot and nothing. At least I saw a little impact right there. Okay, it's a friendly hitting me.
Попадание.
Угроза столкновения.
Okay, now we're in the danger territory.
Самый полный.
Oh, he's shooting at our squad mates, Portland. And the Moyne got deleted by a battleship, lovely.
Стоп машины.
Okay, what is the likelihood of a plane?
80. Дистанция 10000.
Now, if he's smart enough, he will realize there was a Bravi shooting him and not spawn a plane.
Цель.
He might also not have enough spawn points to spawn a plane.
Дистанция 7000.
Цель. Линкор.
Берег 60. Дистанция 3000.
Nope, air contact.
Цель.
Where
Тяжелый
is it?
крейсер.
Берег 80.
Where is it?
Дистанция 10000.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Nope. There's definitely an aircraft somewhere. There it is. I'm getting contacts over there. There it is. Is it a solid contact? Let's find out. I'm not locked. Oh, it isn't. It is not a solid contact.
Докладывает радиорубка. На радаре
Come on. Come on. Yeah, no, this contact is poor. And got him anyways. Again, it is a very high likelihood that people spawn aircraft as a third spawn. So that's always something you want to look out for. The interesting bit is there that I didn't have an actual like lock on to him, like you would with normal aircraft. I only had a radar lock, and the missile still got him. That's interesting. Didn't know it could do that.
Цель. Тяжелый крейсер.
Atlanta, Sarek.
Дистанция 8000.
Second death. I don't think there's enough spawn points, but we'll keep an eye out. It's on automatic, yeah. So if it has a radar lock, it'll do lead. If it doesn't have a radar lock, it'll go line of sight. So that's why you saw it like zigzag every time I lost a radar contact on it, or radar lock onto the BTD. Oh, I'm already happy.
Самый полный. Право на борт.
Руль право на борту.
It's gonna move up a little bit.
Прямо руль.
Руль прямо.
Стоп машины.
If this guy were to sink, he'd definitely bring an aircraft.
Тяжелый крейсер.
Do we know what he's in? Ah, that's one, isn't it? Yeah.
Дистанция
The
8000.
Kaiser. He, like, people with high scores late into a match, dying once are likely to bring in an aircraft. Not... I don't know. It's still more likely that they'll just... their third spawn will be an aircraft. You know, the second to last. That guy will probably get a aircraft as well if he were to get sunk. And North Dakota's pretty wounded as well, I think, last time I saw him.
Право
No,
руля.
can't find him.
Руль право.
What's that in front? That's an AI, isn't it? Yep. No, that'll be a good opportunity to show of the anti-surface capabilities of this missile. So first it does a bit of a weave because of parallax. And I now need to aim for the magazine. That was a bit too high.
Угроза столкновения.
Yeah, that missile does that weave because your sight is from this position. Right, so just in front of the bridge, just above this 45.
60.
So you have a line going from your sight over there, and the missile launcher is there. So it goes to the line of your crosshair, then has to correct again, and then does that over and over again. That's why if you use the Bravi and you want to use it in an anti-surface
Лево
role,
руля.
you want to make sure the line of your missile launcher to target and your sight to target is as close together as possible. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's parallax basically. If you know what parallax is like in ground battles. Ooh, that North Dakota's down. Lovely. Let's keep an eye out on the sky. I think my missile's already
We're ahead of
reloaded.
the enemy.
It is possible that North Dakota doesn't respawn an aircraft, which seems to be the case.
Право на борт.
Руль право на борту.
I'm tempted to launch a missile at that Hawkins, because it isn't particularly armored.
Вперед. 80. Дистанция 8000.
Право руля.
Launching at an aircraft would be more fun, of course. That's a Roanoke. That's a bit scary. Still have to get my Roanoke. Researching it for ages, and that's a lot scary. What's that? Another Roanoke. Okay. Full throttle forward. And hug the cliffs. Full throttle forward.
Угроза столкновения!
And we're going to be hugging these cliffs.
Верен. Стоп. Дистанция 8000.
Alright, to avoid the teammate. And there. Hardan and Congo, the only real difference is anti-air guns. And the look of their superstructure. But armor-wise, armament-wise, the Congo and Hardan are identical. Well, you know, armament, I say main gun armament, they're identical. Okay. Go to the cliffs,
Тяжелый крейсер.
Get them to cover. Eesh, there goes an engine.
Аварийной группе ликвидировать пожар. Лево на борт.
Руй лево на борту.
Аварийная и трюмная
Yeah,
группа
should be safe
приступить к борьбе за живучесть. Право на борт.
The problem is, of course, that over here I don't have a line of sight to the air spawn. Although I don't think it matters at this point.
Имеем повреждения.
Прямо руль.
Руль прямо.
I think I'm about to get a radar contact from my buddy over there.
Стоп, машины.
Yeah, that's a radar contact. This block. If they have a bar like above their block, it means that they're friendly. Or it usually does. I really want to maintain line of sight to their air spawn. But I don't think those Roanoks will allow me to.
Машины назад. Лево руля.
Руль лево. Тяжелый крейсер. Верен. 60. Дистанция 7000.
There's the Kaiser again.
Линкор.
Верен. 80. Дистанция 7000.
Право руля.
Руль право.
And they should do practically nothing. Because 70 millimeters of pen is literally nothing to battleship armor. And it seems I've drawn its attention.
Попадание.
And back up. Ooh, that guy dying again is interesting, because that might mean a aircraft up, but of course it did fire both my missiles already. We'll keep an eye out to the sky, and there is indeed an enemy contact? No, that's friendly. I definitely angered that Kaiser. That's friendly. This arrow with a bar beneath.
Стоп, машины.
And the missiles reloaded.
Тяжелый крейсер.
It seems that they didn't spawn an aircraft.
20. Дистанция 7000.
Цель. Тяжелый крейсер.
Верен. 20. Дистанция 7000.
Цель.
Well, just a friendly contact and nothing else.
Верен. 40. Дистанция 8000.
Лево на борт.
Руль лево на борту.
If he has another spawn, he will use it. I don't think he does. We're likely to use it. Okay, that Kaiser wants me dead, doesn't it? Yeah, that Kaiser.
Лево руля.
Руль лево.
We're winning.
they didn't have a spawn, these two probably won't have spawns either. The Kaiser will never, I don't think, if it gets sunk, will never respawn an aircraft because he knows there's a Bravi.
Трёмной группе осушить отсеки.
Ideally I'd have this Bulldog get sunk again.
Стоп, машины.
Yeah, I want to do another air kill. Yeah, if this wasn't a 6-3 battleship and really big heavy cruiser match, I might have been able to do more. But it is what it is.
Легкий крейсер. Беринг 100. Дистанция 9000.
Hawkins going down might mean aircraft. Their third spawn, so if they do have enough points, but they might not actually. It should be an air spawn. Please be an air spawn. There is an aircraft up. There it is. Oh, it is pretty big. It's a 4-engine bomber. Let's fire one away.
Just keep it up.
And this radar has better consistency at locking against 4-engine planes. Look at it go. Where is it going? On an oh, it missed. No, it's still on target. I think. Is it? It was. That was a weird path, but yeah. Yeah, no, this radar has a better time at locking bigger targets. And again, it was also a plane I didn't have a normal lock-on with. Just a radar lock. That might explain the weird path it took. Hello there, pilot.
Все машины назад. Стоп, машины. Право руля.
Легкий крейсер. Беринг 20. Дистанция 9000.
The fact that we might actually win this match is quite surprising. Is he going behind or in front of the rock? I'm betting on in front. But it seems my bet was wrong. Why would I even want to shoot him?
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
I'm just gonna, for information's sake, show you what happens if the sight and launcher are in line with one another. How that affects spread. Ooh, the Bulldog just got sunk a third time. It's gonna be another air spawn. But do we have enough time? I can't actually show you what I want to show, but I will. We have more important fish to fry, which is possible aircraft. He did. I'm waiting for the respawn. Oh, Jesus. Giving me a heart attack.
Тяжелый крейсер. Беринг 100. Дистанция.
I think he's smart enough to know to not bother spawning an aircraft. Also, it's late in a match, like, why even? And there's a Bravi up. I think that person's smart enough to know there's a Bravi up. So anyways, if your sight and missile launcher is in line with one another, you don't get the parallax problem, or not as much.
Легкий крейсер.
The best BR,
360.
it depends on what you want to learn about naval.
Боевая тревога!
Because in my opinion, oop, there's an aircraft spawn. There's an aircraft spawn, hold on. Hold that thought for a moment.
Противник уничтожен. Курс на
It's a
базу.
big engine, it's a big 4-engine bomber as well. I could have had it. But yeah, the best battle rating to learn naval, that's a bit of a tricky one. Let me just save this as Bravi. Hey. I'm just gonna remove from squad. Probably have to go, it is getting a bit late. In my opinion, if you want to try out naval, then where is it? Where is it? Well, the Tech 3 version of Verdun, which is Vega. This boat is one of the most fun destroyers to learn, like, to first play naval with, in my opinion. Because it has really good gun handling. Slow turrets, but there's 360 degrees, so you can do whatever you want. There's no torpedoes to worry about. Decent anti-air. High rate of fire. So, in my opinion, Vega is the best to learn, like... If you want to try out naval and think, like, try out, do I want to play it, do I not want to play it? HMS Vega is the one to go for. It's also reserved, so everybody has it. To learn a naval, though... Probably want to stick with... I don't know. The American Tech 3 is really beginner friendly, like in terms of destroyers. It's just that their reserve one, the Clemson, isn't really that good, but it's not that bad either. So the American Blue Water 3 is a friendly one to go down for if you're a newer player. Vega is probably the best ship to like try out naval with, but the Tech 3 isn't that great. Coastal wise though, I'm trying to think what the best reserve coastal is. That's a bit difficult to answer. Because not many of them are great. I mean the Russians have a good coastal tree. And their reserve is kind of fun. It's really speedy. The Germans have a decent reserve, but the rest is not that great. It's a lot slower. I think the Russians are a lot more fun. Yeah, I think I'd go as far as to say that if you want to, like, a beginner tree to go for coastal, you want to go to the Russians. But like closely followed by all other coastal trees because they're all different in their own ways. But I think the Russians would be the best one, like first one to go down, and the American Blue Water would be the best one. And then you have British reserves being the best one to try out naval with. Anyways, what was I going to play next? Let me think. France. Where we have 5-3s, I guess. Again. What else do I have? Practically nothing in terms of aircraft, as I really haven't worked on my French 3 at all. So we'll just leave it at that. And I think we'll just play another 5-3. If you've already played Japan and liked Japan, you're gonna be fine with the other Tech 3s, I think. Yeah. Because Japan is actually a difficult one to get in. like to get into because they're restricted, like, well, not restricted, limited ammo types. Personally, I would recommend going Japan, Britain, and America though, long term, because they're gonna have all the cool naval stuff. Well, Japan, when it comes to World War II, they're gonna have all the cool naval stuff. If we're going post-war, then it's Britain, America, and Russia. Probably the others as well, but less so. I want to first spawn Colbert, actually. 5-7. Small match. 5-7 4-7 by the looks of it. There he is. Ah, that's right, I need, after this match we're doing 4-7. Because I still need a replay file of Kakos or Yubari. So that's gonna be the next match, 4-7. Ooh, an Akazuki. And then Isuzu. That's a rare sight. Trying to see if they have any really big players I need to worry about. But for the time being, not really. Kako could be a bit interesting. I think what I want to do.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I mean, they will. It's definitely something that will happen. They will add the Yamato at some point, but it's just... They're going quite slowly, aren't they, with adding newer and more powerful battleships. I mean, Mutsu last update was the first push in a long time towards more powerful battleships. But it's still, you know, kind of slow. But yeah, that's definitely a reason to go with Japan, is because you have Yamato, they have tons of carriers, they have tons of submarines, they have quite a lot of cruisers. Still to add, even. And same goes for the Americans. Although, they don't have that many, like, types of battleships left. But a fair few. Okay, I need to deal with Akazuki first, apparently. Because it wants to deal with me first. Too much lead. It seems our Tashkent is already dealing with the Akazuki. Ouch. I assume that was the Kako just panning through my engine room like that. Yeah, these French cruisers are not terribly well armored. Being looked by. It's not the Akazuki still, is it? Might be. Nice bit of a smoke screen, but I think it's a bit too late for me already. What is that hitting me? It's an enemy Colbert, isn't it? It is. Seems that I'm target number one from all of them. Yep. set myself a landing just way over. Might have been. Oh well. Now we'll use some speed to try and get into the A cap. I actually quite like him, Albertin. Just fast. Although just as fragile as the Colbert. Another weird thing with the French ships is that they're, well, I think, the only nation that doesn't have their floatplane model on a catapult. When you've unlocked it. At least on the Milbertin, that's the case. Speaking of floatplane, we might as well use it. So it's not that much faster than our ship, really. Off we go. In this dinky looking floatplane. I do quite like the look of it. Just square. I don't know.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
I wish it had a cockpit view. There goes the Kakko. I forgot we had a Grafspee. Oh, yep, okay, the French floatplane is one of those floatplanes. Will just try and stall itself. Yeah, okay. Trying to get to, what altitude is it? -130-ish. For as far as I know, all floatplanes just try and get to 120 meters or 130-ish. But they'll stall climb to get there. Which is just... no. Bad idea. This right here. Dangerous. Luckily there's a big old fortress in the middle of the A cap that I can hide behind. And hopefully I don't rip off my own pontoons trying to land at the speed. Because I don't know the speed of this thing. There we go.
More pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Now I do like using this fort as cover, but I'd rather not run into it as well. So steering. That's all in the air, but again we have a fortress that's about to be our cover.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
There we go. Okay, they did actually manage to nick my rear gunner. So there goes my defensive firepower of 17.5. Let's see if this thing is a 7.7. Can I actually take off of this thing though? The 4 being anti-air food. I don't think I can. Yeah, no, I don't think I can take off with this thing. I mean, let's make some speed. Come on. Yeah, no, this thing just does not want to take off. Which is weird, because like I need to go 130. The Zeros have a lower stall speed than that. You think a floatplane would be able to do it? You know, without much problem. Ah, I don't care about flipping anymore. If I really need another one, I'll just reload it on the A point. Come on. Reload those guns a bit faster, will you? There's the Isuzu. And there's an enemy Japanese destroyer over here somewhere. There it is. Horrible at leading my shot, and that's an Akazuki. Okay, it seems to not have noticed me yet. Did I lose my fire control tower? Why can't I get a lead indicator? I did lose my fire control tower. Okay, oh, room. Oh well, we'll just do it on instinct then. The thing is, I do not have the rate of fire to compete with an Akazuki at this range. Although, if he just chooses to ignore me, that's fine as well. I'll just ammo rack him. Try to hit his transmissions in the back. That's a sinking destroyer. Oh, that is an actual player. I don't think I have the range to actually detonate him as well. Torpedoes away, that's what I thought I was going to do. That's why I'm reversing. Oh, come on, 0%. There we go. Okay, the fire on the bridge is a bit unfortunate as I'm full reversing, especially with the speed of this thing. Because now it's a 20-second repair on the bridge before I can go forward again.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Okay, and that's the problem. I'm now exposing that flank. Rear turret hacks the line of sight on him. People will miss, I think. Now we'll just keep going forward. We'll probably rely on for the time being. just keep on farming these AI destroyers. Aha, enemy Britain. Can you ammo-rack this thing? You can't really, actually. Okay, good to know. Things that I've pushed to deal with the Iron Army. Where is the Iron Army, actually? I might be... Yeah, if I push around, I'll just exposing myself to 2 cruisers. There's the Iron Army. Okay, he's still behind. Let's engage the cruisers then. I think the Iron Army is about to get bombed. Yeah. And I'm gonna go full reverse again and get into cover. And for the simple reason that fair fights for suckers, and that's a fair fight. So let's just keep backing up. Continue to hold the A point. And get shot from behind. Yeah, rear gun turret versus the greatest. Well, front gun rear firing arc is not the greatest. Decapping C again, that's great. And we're even capturing C, even better.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
That should be a GG. I knock him out for the match ends. Come on, almost. There we go. And that one counted as well. Okay, on to Japanese 4-7 for the next bit. And that explains why my Colbert isn't doing great. It's stock. I did have FP, okay. But well, I need to first rename the replay. Colbert. It's the other way around, but oh well. Japanese Needs 4, 7. And that's exactly what I want to use. I am torn between using the normal standard camo or this abomination. And you know what? I think I'll go for the abomination. The only problem is then that the Kako and the Yubari share basically the same camo. That's why I think I'll take the standard camo on the Yubari. There we go. And whenever my squad mate readies up, we'll be ready to roll. And I think that might be the last match for tonight as well. Sure, if you send me a message to, you know, that name in game, I can invite you. That's how Nord got into the squad. You just send me a message in game, and I'll invite you. Or otherwise, tell me your in-game name. Do I have any big SL boosters? I do not really. Oh, nah. So yeah. Just gonna wait on it. There we go. Ah, it's you. That's the one. And ready up whenever. And we'll get into our last match for tonight. Because I am getting tired. And I think I'm also running out of vehicles I need to play for my video project. A video which has to be out next week, because I think the deadline for that contest is like next Sunday? Not this Sunday, so next Sunday. Sunday or Saturday. Somewhere in the next weekend, so it has to be done next week. But I think I can do it. Should be pretty neat. Like I'm really like they announced this contest, was it 2 months ago or 1 month ago? Yeah, I think 1 month ago. And I really wanted to try something different than what I usually do, because you had 2 categories for the contest, informational and action. And you know, since most of my videos are informational, quote unquote, as informational as I can, or try to be, I really want to try the action category. So I've made something that is different to my usual style of video. I hope it'll... Well, I don't hope. I already quite like what I've got. I just need to finish it, really. And I really hope people will like it as well. And now we just wait. Wait for the match. And there we go. Okay, not the best map for the ship. But is it an up tier or not? Oh, that doesn't tell me much, does it? What will our other teammate be? Okay, no enemies in sight just yet. You know, but that's... There is an Atlantis, it's at least 5-3. We're almost a full up here. Please, for the love of God, Atlanta, it will work. It's a German destroyer in the back, I think. Is that 46 or 47? We are going to start shooting this gearing. Ouch, there goes my front gun. Okay, I don't want to automatically prepare flooding, thank you very much. Doesn't matter anymore. Or should it immediately takes on my front gun. Typical. We're doing well. Keep on going. I highly... Okay, there we go. I was about to say, that thing did not seem like it had 23% points remaining. That is an Italian light cruiser. That's a 5-7 Italian light cruiser if I'm not wrong. Which means, we're gonna be in for a fight, I think. Although we do have an Atlanta on our side, at least.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Save the ammo because we do actually have quite a limited ready rack. Oh, it's not a gearing. Yep. Seems to have a Flagstaff escort. Yeah, that gearing being within 5 kilometers of an Atlanta is not going to be great for the gearing. I should probably just keep moving and get on the cap.
We are losing.
That's already a sunk gearing.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I see you want with the more, you know, competitive option with the 40 mil instead of 152. Ah, we have a Kaku behind me, that's perfect. There's also player Alvin in front, but again we have an Atlanta behind us. Although the Atlantis looks in a rough shape. Myself a neat little assist on a personal vessel, 25 is open on it. Player, it isn't. Okay, there's the Italian cruiser.
We don't do something fast. The enemy will win. The Allied forces have captured a zone.
Launching torpedoes in preparation. That's a destroyed torpedo tube. Go. Kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Either I face the American destroyer horde, or my fire burns out in Monte Cuccoli, that's also possible. We saw the guy earlier today as well. I think I sunk that guy earlier today as well. I forgot what he was in then. Yep, I'm gonna keep reversing actually, thank you very much. That's a player in a Clemson class. I want to focus on the 8 gunner. Because these 140mm guns can do a lot of damage when they hit. And there goes that guy burnt to a crisp. Our Atlanta's...
Pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Yeah, sunk. Not as much. Hello, Yorkman. Joining us on the tail end of the stream. That's fine. I'm still a little bit annoyed at myself that I couldn't stream last week. But there was something coming up that I couldn't, you know, not do. the Coast Guard PT boat hiding behind me. A Japanese, like, interwar cruiser. Although in this fit it's actually a 44 cruiser, isn't it? Yes. I am within torpedo range of the Clemson, so I do need to be careful. This is an actual player Clemson. There's a lot of other scary boats around the island. I think that Coast Guard vessel is being my mobile repair bay at the moment, which I'm not complaining about. I'm surprisingly running low on targets. Basically. Although I'm not forcing him to. I'm flooding apparently. Yeah, that'll be nice having a Kako in the background. There are any 8-gunners. I like Yubari, but I'm a fanboy for any Japanese ship. There is not a single Japanese ship I hate. Well, there's some I dislike, but there's none I outright think are bad. Oh. It was the Clemson. I even told myself I should have been careful about the Clemson's torpedoes. But the flooding there, just in the bow, should be contained.
We're ahead of the enemy.
I think the other nice thing about Yubari is that it's an actually okay ship, and it comes around in a warbond shop every now and then, and it's, I'd say, pretty worth getting. Like it's not a overpowered ship, but it's a neat little ship. It's a unique ship, literally one of a kind. So if you ever see it coming up in the warbond shop and you are able to grind the requirements for it in the warbond shop, I say pick it up. And of course, if it's on sale or something like that, sure. It's also probably one of the better low-tier Japanese like grinding premiums, because it's a rank 3 as well, isn't it? A rank 3, yeah. Oh. Well, that's also the fun part about Yubari, is that it's in a 1944 fit, so I actually have anti-air. Come on. This is a level 100 crew, surely you can shoot it down before it reaches the Kako. Hit it, but it reached the Kako. That's the other thing about the 25mm gun Japanese ships. They're self-defense anti-air guns and nothing more. But oh well.
victory will be ours.
Seems like he already took a torpedo or something. Another man flooding. It was a very, very nice dive though of an SPD Dauntless. Like, almost textbook. But you can do textbook dive bombs if your target doesn't have any anti-air. Like the Kakko. Well, it does have anti-air, but you know. And that's the other nice thing about Yubari, although premium account time as well. You know, Yubari is, you know, you can research a fair bit with Yubari. And I like it. It's not the best, not the worst. But again, I'm a Japanese main. I like all of their boats. I also have all of their boats for a reason. Anyways, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Because I'm already feeling my voice getting lost. Or me losing my voice. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing in a squad with me, because it always is fun and helps. Next week, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be playing. Probably some battleships again, actually, to just grind my trees. Probably just gonna be grinding something. Be it coastals or probably my Russians. I don't know, I'll see. That's for next week. As I said, I have a video that I'm going to have out this week, because I have to have it out this week. And it's going to be something different from what I usually make. So keep your eyes out for that. And yeah, that'll be it. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week, hopefully.